English teachers! Are you ready to power up your English class? Here are some tips for using classroom debates. What do you imagine when you think of the word debate? Maybe you felt as if this is an activity you would never consider using in your language classroom. Why is that? Let's take a moment to think through what participating in debates could do for language learning. Debates are another style of discussion-based activities that focus on presenting a claim and supporting it with evidence. In a typical debate, there are two sides or claims for the topic of discussion. For classroom debates, you can divide the class into two teams, or you can select individuals to participate on opposing sides of the topic. Each side presents their claim in an opening statement and supports it with reasons and evidence. Then, each side has an opportunity to provide a counter-argument or a statement of opposition. To conclude, each side presents a closing statement that summarizes their perspective and opinion on the issue. Depending on the language goals you have set for your students, debates can also include making a decision after all sides of the topic have been discussed. You could even incorporate a classroom vote to determine the outcome of the popular opinion of your students. These are some ideas to initiate your thinking on possible topics for debates. Let's continue thinking about these ideas as I give two suggestions for debate-style activities that you can try. The first activity is called Bucket of Prompts. For this activity, create a list of 10 to 20 topics to debate. There may already be many topics embedded in your textbook and curriculum that make for excellent debate topics. Take a look and find some. For example, many language curriculums include the topic of schools and the rules for dress code and uniform requirements. This is an engaging and relative topic to students in high school because they likely have an opinion about a particular school rule being enforced. Topics of celebrities, entertainment, and fashion can also be used as natural topics of debate for gathering opinions, particularly at the secondary level. Next, tell students to draw a prompt from the bucket to debate in front of the class. Encourage them to offer their opinion with a particular stance on the topic, which may include evidence or reasoning. Then, offer time for the other students to pose a question or state an opposing opinion of the topic. Your students can also create their own topics to place in the bucket of prompts. Creating the topics as a class activity can lead to more student input, which would help you design the topics towards their interests. A modification to this activity could be dividing the class into small groups instead of two teams so that more students have the opportunity to talk. Now, let's take a look at a second activity called the mock debate. A mock debate is a simulation of a real debate, but situated in the classroom. You may decide to randomly divide students into two groups or have them select which side they prefer to represent. You could even assign students to the opposing side so that they are challenged to think outside perspectives. Let's use a graphic organizer to plan what students might say in a classroom debate. Using a graphic organizer, students can plan out their claim, reasons, evidence, counter-arguments, and closing statement in advance. For example, if we were to debate the topic of school uniform requirements, then we would start out by writing our opening statement either for or against the topic. Let's take a look at an example. The topic is, should schools require students to wear uniforms? Both Team A and B create opening statements. Team A agrees, yes, schools should require students to wear uniforms. Team B disagrees, no, schools should not require students to wear uniforms. The reasons and evidence for Team A. Wearing uniforms gives a sense of community among students. Also, students don't have to worry about what clothes they're going to wear each day. Team B's counterclaim, there are many other ways to create community in a school, like joining clubs and organizations. School uniforms are uncomfortable too, especially if you have to wear them every day. Their reasons, for many students, selecting their own clothes provides a sense of personal identity. Team A's counterclaim to this, when all students wear the same uniform at special events, it makes it easier to identify everyone in the club or on a team. Also, wearing school uniforms can help families save money on the expense of buying new clothes each year. Team B's closing statement, schools should not require students to wear uniforms because it takes away personal freedoms of choice and comfort. Team A's closing statements, schools should make life easier and less expensive for students and families by requiring students to wear uniforms. To conclude, give students time to practice the debate format. This could be done through an impromptu discussion using a different topic, but it allows students to participate in the flow of a debate by presenting a claim, stating reasons and evidence, countering the opposition, and giving a closing statement. This could also be done in small groups. Good luck and have fun with debates in your language class. You could even collaborate with the history or science teacher on topics to debate. Thanks for watching and learning. Now let's go do it.